Good morning, dear students. Wish you all a very good day. Intermediate second year first lesson pro section of study of studies of studies lesson is written by Francis Bacon. Who is Francis Bacon? Francis Bacon is the father of essayists. First essayist is French Montaigne. Then after French Montaigne, he was described to which is principles, how to make essayist and how to study, how to read, and he was said to us. Then finally declared to Francis Bacon is the father of essayist. Everybody asking to interview one question. Your habit. Somebody has said to listen music, reading books. Keep in mind, reading books and listen music. So reading book, which books are you read? Poetry, prose, tales, adventures, crime, logic and research, magazines, journals and current affairs. So in those and how to study in type of books. Already last class we have to discuss first method and second method. Second method continued. He had explained to us three kinds of methods how to read, how to study. How to read means how to study. So study, what is the use of studying books we have? So we have studied books. What is the use of for us? Three kinds of methods he was said to us. Then secondly, reading help us to speak communication with people more efficiently. Reading books more efficiently communication. For example, you are Indian, you are Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh regional language is Telugu. Telugu, you have studied history. History is our kings as like sub kingdoms have. For example, Vijayanagara and Guntur, Palnadu, Kakatiyas. So this is the Vendi kings, Pitapura. So these are the kings. It seems we have studied in history in Andhra Pradesh. Whenever we have to study in Andhra history, first, how many kings has ruled by our state, ruled by us, our state. Then, there, which is supported to religious, they are developing art and temples, cultures. Then next one, another kingdom we have to study there. They are how to rule by people. They are protect welfare for public and acquire to study for we know about their culture, civilized life. Then we understand about and the area is how to develop in the kingdom affected to religious and languages, some kinds of arts. The arts as not recognized in government, but the arts as ancient, the arts as falling to ancient, traditions also ancient, algorithms also ancient. So we should understand about the study of history. Then we will communicate to other people, but they don't know about the culture. But whenever you had been studying in history of religious, therefore you have communicated like you share with knowledge others. Then you are the expert of the subject. you communicated people with more efficiently, but they are elders, but they don't know about the civilized life, cultural traditions and arts. We are living in Rajahmundry, nearby our village Rajanagaram, Khanum, but one of the king has ruled by our city nearby, that is Raja Mahendravarma. His king name is Raja Narendra, but we have heard about, but we don't know about this tree. Whenever we have to study in our origin religion, that's why we know about, then which is our mother tongue, how to develop their language, and architect and skill development, fine arts like music and scripts. Moreover, but we don't know about, whenever we have to study it there, we know about our civilized life, our culture, our heritage. Then why after that we are asking for about that, you are communicated full-fledged the knowledge. That's why it is, if you are efficiently built. The third one, studies help us deal with our problems of life more efficiently. Third one is very important. Again I repeat, study help us to deal with our problems of life more efficiently. So who is our expert in study? Not only study, somebody else deal with some problems. So in our problem we have facing, but there is no solution. We don't know about how to solve, how to cross the problem, because at the same the problem have rise in our family, and again the family has rise our village. The problem has again rise in our city. The problem has rise in our state. Again the problem has rise in our country. So how to solve? Just if you have to good thought, that is more of study whoever, he was thinking logically. He was thinking logically and broadly, long length, very depth thinking, and analyze and explain. Finally you have solved the problem. For example, mathematical person, but mathematics, who is mathematics studied person have should solve very easily any one problem, because he think deeply and at the same time is added to and with the problem solve very shortly. So he is know about logic, think and explain, and how to go away step by step. It is the logic method and reasoning wise. Then if you have to study celestic philosophy, ancient philosophy, whoever studied philosophy is also solving the logic problems. Finally, if you have more study, you are acquiring more knowledge. So your abilities are exposed, your judgment. Judgment means you solve a problem, you finally decision maker, and you can do good work. It is your abilities as shown by your judgment, shown by your decision. Our problems have also logically adventurous problem, innovative problems have come, but we are stable and face the problem solved very easily. It is whoever more studied like logically. For example, do you know about law? Whoever law studied is called lawyer. Lawyers, one problem is like explain to compare with gum. Gum means very large, so very small, elastic, but we are expand to long and realistic. Then one step movement, how to move and how to solve and how to recognize and how to and with there finally he was declared to judgment. That is law means logic, step by step. So very long time because finally result is very good. It is logic and deeply thinking. That is thought. Whoever studied in more experienced in study, he was shown to his abilities as depending upon his judgment, his decision. So that's why we have to develop in our skill. We have moreover, we have been studying more books. You study to international histories. You know about the culture, civilization life in their countries. Do you know about? And then share to other persons. But you will not visit to their countries. Just you read about only books and in their countries' histories. Then another one, languages. So the language which is origin from the language is when we have to recognize use of language. The language is modern and ancient. Then another one, science. We have to when we had studying in science book, we are required to a development of searching knowledge, plantation knowledge. You studied general science, you are acquiring to plantation knowledge. Plantation, which is important, which is not important. All plants are useful to our human beings, like they are used to medicine. It is Ayush. It is Ayush. So then we have made it constructed to house. The plants has given to us vegetables. The plants has given to goods and good. Do you know about which is good in plant? Whenever you have to study in general science plantation, that's why you are experienced in this subject. This is the useful, this is not useful if you have to divide that, because it is for studies, it is for studies of books. Then while we are experienced in whoever after studying books, so he was explained to three stages, three methods explained to us in how to studies. Of studies in this lesson, Francis Bacon essays explained. First one is study gives delight in our leisure time and privacy, which is we have to study in free time and privacy. Then second one, reading help us to books communicate with people and enjoyment and education. And third one is studies help us to deal with our problems of life more efficiently. Our life is everyday hunting, everyday adventure. Whoever come in our life, we don't know about what is come in our life, we don't know about what is next, we don't know about, but we are ready to battle, we are entering solve the problem, we are ready for whatever it may be doing. That is, it was we are solved for anyone acquire knowledge wisest in our entirely technically, scientifically, philosophically, artificial, whoever we can do, your abilities are available and developed in of studies of books only. The knowledge is acquired to studies of books. So Francis Bacon, all writings as first start with of studies, of to This is so. Then why quickly we are reminded in our mind. This is written by Francis Bacon. Then is explained to us, and we can make a judgment of matters and issues. Studies help us. Professional experts deal with successfully particular cases. So who is final judgment declared? They are studied for law. Whoever studied in law, they are declared to final judgment and matters. So studied for helps professionally experts. Thank you student. Remaining due to lesson continue to next class.